Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about the human body, and yoga and qigong, and what the human body was meant to be utilized for in a spiritual context. The human body is a biomechanical spacesuit. It allows us to have the consciousness that we have, and there's something unique about that. It's like no other being on the world, I'll just say that, no other being in the world has the consciousness that humans do, and so it's very, we have a very unique experience because we are conscious beings living in a very dense reality, or like low vibrational reality, and there's some pain that goes along with living in 3D, because essentially it is basically it's a really hard place to be, because it's not like the other dimensions, and this is all we know. So essentially, what I'm saying is, like, the human body is something that you could say it, like, there's a bunch of theories about where we came from and how we evolved and things like that, but there's a very important distinction between humans and animals. Some people say we came from aliens, some people say it was a process of evolution. I initially thought it was a process of evolution, but now I'm coming to the more of the understanding and acceptance that we could have been seated here on Earth by extraterrestrials, by higher intelligence. Knowing what I know about them, there's nothing evil about them. Like, sorry guys, you might have I have a lot of wind coming through because my window's open. Anyway, you might hear some background noise. Anyway, I'll just try to talk over it. So, regardless if aliens or if or aliens created us, or if we were, created through the process of evolution, I think it could be both, actually, to where there's like energetic shifts. So higher dimensions, basically, essentially, from what I understand, there was a shift that happened with the earth and things like that, the energy of the earth, and that's what led to our evolution. So yeah, anyway, so I wanted this video to be more about, like, the human body and how to shift our frequency and things like that using different practices. But now I'm understanding that it's like kind of turning into a little bit of like talking about extraterrestrials and things like that. And yeah, so I just wanted to clear up a misconception that a lot of people have. A lot of people think that aliens or anything like foreign is evil, but literally, if it's in a higher dimension, it cannot be evil. It just doesn't have the capacity to do that. It cannot exist in that dimension if it's vibrating at that low frequency. It just doesn't, it's just not a match for it. So, whenever you hear about, aliens or whatever, it's actually, what's happening is, the government is basically, essentially, how do I put this? They basically took alien technology and used it for their own purposes and pretended to be aliens, like through psyops and things like that, through higher technology. Anyway, so I just wanted to let people know that extraterrestrials or aliens are not anything to be afraid of. So, regarding our own human evolution, there is going to be another solar shift, and there is going to be another, another phase to our human evolution. We're going from, 3D to 5D. So, originally there was dinosaurs and stuff like that. Those got wiped out with the shift up to 3D, or to for humans to evolve, there had to be a wipeout of the dinosaurs, and now that humans are nearing our, I feel like we're nearing our peak of evolution at our current status at the current time. So essentially we're going to go through another shift that will take us up to the next level, take us to 5D. And that is a shift that will incorporate communication and connection with other planetary consciousness, other consciousness in the universe that'll take us from I think we're a class 5 civilization to a class 1 or something like that. Anyway, these are all interesting things to look up, guys, and research. But anyway, so how can we, with this solar shift, with this solar wave, with this new shift in humanity, how can we best align ourselves with that energy? Because essentially what the earth is going to do is it's going to energetically and vibrationally become to have basically a new earth. One earth will be just 3D, they're the same that it is, and then one earth will be 5D, or higher dimensional. So, in other words, to get up to this shift, to align our energy and vibration with this shift, we need to essentially raise our vibration. We need to raise our frequency, our vibration to a level that is compatible with 5D. And if you know anything about yoga or qigong or mantra or any other practice that's attuned to the energies of the human body to supposed to raise them in frequency, then you'll know that that's exactly what they do. They raise our frequency. They, for example, Qigong, that's basically tapping into the energy around us, and not only around us, but within us also. And essentially what it does is it taps into that energy, and just by flowing with the energy of the universe, our energy becomes, or our frequency becomes higher. It raises. So essentially what you want to do is, align your frequency with the higher frequency. So anyway, so the human body, there's something very unique about that. No other animals have the consciousness that we do. I mean, not even apes, because they're close, but they can't verbalize, they can't speak like in discernible language. They can't express their feelings. There's certain things that make us human, that set us apart from other animals or creatures or beings on this earth. So essentially, the energies of the human body, we are, it's amazing. Just by doing simple movements, we can then take the energy of our body to a higher level. Just by meditating, just by practicing yoga or qigong, you can do that. You can raise your frequency. And so qigong basically does it by stimulating your nervous system, basically certain meridians, like the pericardium meridian. The pericardium meridian is something that is like the protector to your heart and to your soul. And that when we open that up, when we tap into that energy, we're able to look at the things that bothered us over the years, over our lifetime. Because what the pericardium meridian does is it stores that energy, that stores that that trauma, that hurt, that pain. It stores it and it hangs on to it, so that the soul doesn't have to experience the harshness of 3D reality. So it's really interesting to kind of to tap into that meridian and to practice these practices that I've been doing for the last 2-3 years, because it does take you to a higher level. And people always come to me and they ask me, okay, if I do qigong, what am I going to get out of it? Well, truth is, I don't know. I don't know what your experience is going to be. I don't know what you're going to get out of it. However, I do know that if you do the practices regularly, your entire life will shift up to the next level. Like, for example, this YouTube channel. I could not do this YouTube channel if I wasn't doing my practices, my spiritual practices. Before I started doing these spiritual practices, I just couldn't get myself to make a YouTube video, but here we are, 500 videos in, and still going. So, so yeah, it's really, I mean, just a process of raising our vibration and just coming into alignment with this new energy that we have going. So now I'll talk about Qigong. I just talked about Qigong. I'll talk about yoga. So what does Kundalini Yoga do to the human body? Well, essentially, if you're doing yoga, which I teach, I have Qigong courses and yoga courses, so you can go to my website, gebodeshaman.com, down in the description. Go to that website and click around for my, you'll scroll down and see my Qigong, courses, and one Qigong course actually incorporates, one of them incorporates Kundalini Yoga. So those are really, really good practices to just stimulate your Kundalini. So Kundalini Yoga stimulates the Kundalini. And what is the Kundalini? Well, this is something that only humans have. There's not any other creature or animal out there that has Kundalini. It's very unique and very special to us. So, Kundalini is the psychological maturity of the human body. So the psychology is a very important part of your human body, because your psychological programming is stored in your gut. This is why people will say often, if you're confused, follow your gut. That's your psychological programming. So essentially, but there's also things called chakras, and there's 7 chakras, and I hear a lot of people saying chakras, pronouncing them chakras. There's no SH in chakras. It's CH, therefore it should be pronounced chakras. It is pronounced chakras, not chakras. Anyway, that's just a minor annoyance, but anyway. What are chakras? Well, if you look at Sanskrit, what the word chakra means, it's a spinning wheel. It is essentially a portal. And the 7 chakras represent or are in alignment with the 7 planets. So, I forget what exactly they are right now. But yeah, I believe it's Mars is the root, Venus is the sacral, the creative center. Let's see here. The Sun is obviously the solar plexus, the 3rd chakra. The Saturn and the Moon rule the heart chakra. Mercury rules the throat chakra. And Jupiter rules the third eye, and crown. So you can see there's this overlap of planets and chakras. The truth is, guys, what you see out there in the middle of the night in the stars, that's a projection from within you. That when you're looking out at the stars at night, you're looking deep inside yourself. So a lot of times we think of ourselves as these limited little humans with no power, and we tend to go into the victim mentality, or I should say I do personally. That's less so as I've continued my spiritual practices, but that's just a thing that we have to be aware of. So we tend to see ourselves, humans, as small little beings that have no power. However, we are the ones that are projecting our reality onto the universe. And so, I don't know if you've seen those balls, but those, like, I don't know if they're like what they're made out of, but basically they're plastic balls. Anyway, they have like spikes on them, and you go like this, you pull them apart, and it just expands, and then you push them together, and it's like spiky again. So, imagine the universe is that, like you are at the center of the universe, and then you project something into the universe, that ball expands, and it bounces off the universe, and then it comes back to you. So you're basically just projecting the universe. And it's also true that we can just kind of, we can create our own reality. That's becoming more and more of the case now. Since the shift on December 2nd, 2022, that's when this solar shift started, and it's kind of like on a scale, a progression. So what's happening is that the higher dimensional beings, the universe, is essentially sending us more and more energy from the galactic center to our sun, which then shines it down on Earth. So what's happening is, it's kind of like a scale. So as we progress in time, the knob is being turned up. So as we go along in time, that knob is being turned up, so it's a slow progression. And what the higher dimensional beings are saying is basically, it's, you can have whatever reality you want to have. It's just a matter of intention. You will go to wherever you think you'll go, or wherever you want to go. So in order to make this shift, humans have to do practices to align their frequency, to make it. It's not like if you don't do the practices that you won't make the shift. However, if you want an easy, smooth transition to 5D, you'll start doing the practices. The practices are mantras, which you can find in my book, Tantric Secrets of Vedic Astrology, you can get that book and you have a bunch of mantras in there, and you can find out which mantra is best for you based on your Vedic astrological chart. So mantras are a great way to shift your energy. And also, not only that, there's a specific mantra that is used to bring about the solar shift. It is essentially, well, I'll tell you what it is. It's how it's spelled is H-U-A-R. Okay, so that's the mantra. It's a one-word mantra, and it's basically, you just go so it's who are. Okay, so that is the mantra that will split Earth into 3D and 5D. And yeah, I feel like I need to tell you guys about this, because if you're not aware, it can be very frightening, but the shift is coming. It is coming very soon. You've seen a bunch of things happening with the media, the banks, the institutions of government and all kinds of things. So the deep state, everything like that. So this is really, we are already seeing the shift happen. All these crazy things are happening around us. When you look at the news and you see about Tucker Carlson and about Bud Light going out of into bankruptcy, or losing a ton of money, Target losing a ton of money, these institutions are falling down, and some say it's because of the controversy. I say it's because of the shift. But anyway, you can look at it from your own opinion. But yeah, so it's a really exciting time, guys. And if you want the Earth to change, if you want the Earth to shift up to 5D, then I would highly recommend you do the Kundalini yoga every day. That's on the if you go to my website, it's under the Self-Transformation Challenge. That's the Qigong course with along with Kundalini yoga in there. And if you just want to work on Qigong and just master that, you can get the Cosmic Qigong course. That's a beginner's Qigong course. And so yeah. And then, of course, if you want to learn about mantras, then you can go to my website, or you can you can go to my website, and the first link on there is actually this book, Tantric Secrets of Vedic Astrology. You can get it on Amazon Kindle and in print and things like that. So that's a great book to study if you are interested in mantra and Vedic astrology. Alright, and then we have the Who Are mantra. So I'm feeling drawn to make this a part of my channel and to kind of do the mantra on a live stream with you guys. So let me know if you would like to see that. But yeah, this the human body is such an amazing thing, because, and because it allows us to tap into these different energies and allows our consciousness to raise and things like that. And yeah, this shift is coming, so I would highly encourage you guys to bring your frequency, your vibration up to that level, because it works like this. If we bring our vibration halfway up, what they're going to see is they're going to see us doing that, and they're naturally going to reach out and grab our hand or lift it all the way up, to lift us all the way up. So it's like if we go halfway, they will meet us halfway. So it's an exciting time, guys. This whole world is going to change, and I was the biggest skeptic for the longest time. I was like, you know what, these new age people are crazy and they're full of crap and whatever, but no, I have a connection 24/7 with these interdimensional beings. It's a constant connection, and it's predicated on if I reach out to them. If I reach out to them and meditate and ask for their guidance and ask for, whatever, they'll be there. Some people have called these interdimensional beings angels, guardian angels, things like that, however, yeah, they are interdimensional beings. So anyway, so that's all I had to say, guys. So hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please leave me a comment, and if I like your question enough, I will make a whole video about it. So alright, so that's it. Please check out my Qigong courses. You can go to GeboTheShaman.com and check out my Qigong courses, as well as my Kundalini yoga course. I have an astrology certification course if you'd like to check that out. That is, if you'd like to become a certified Vedic astrologer and have your own website, because I will provide you your own website if you become a certified Vedic astrologer, then you can go to my website and sign up for that program. Alright, and then we have astrology readings, so if you'd like to, you can check out my astrology readings at GeboTheShaman.com. And I also offer birth time rectification. So that's basically a service where if you don't know what time you were born, I basically figure that out for you. And yeah, it's a really good service because a lot of people don't know what time they were born, and I can get it down to the exact minute that you're born. And so that's exciting. And then we have the rune readings. So if you want to know about your past, your present, and your immediate future, then I would highly recommend getting a rune reading from me. Also, I have career coaching and life coaching available, so if you don't know what your position will be or what your role will be in this new 5D Earth, then I would highly recommend that you check out my career coaching and life coaching services, because things are going to shift and we're not going to need McDonald's workers. We're not going to need people who, just do jobs that they hate. Everybody, the thing about 5D, guys, is everybody will enjoy what they do. They'll love to do what they do. And they'll be appreciated for it. They'll be loved for it. And everybody will find value in you for what you want to do. So, I highly recommend getting a career coaching or life coaching session with me. And then we have the trauma healing course called the emotional awareness course, and so you can check that out on my website. And then we have the distance energy healing, so that is a 1 hour session with me and will allow you to meditate with me and do participate in a healing session as I do my qigong and shamanic practices. I basically empower the energy and send it over to you. I do astral projection, so I basically send it via projection. So anyway, guys, yeah. So that's about it from me. And please don't forget, I do have this book right over here. It just came out. You can get it on Amazon Kindle or print versions. So check that out. GeboTheShaman.com if you want to check that book out. Go to GeboTheShaman.com. And I guess that's it for me. So I will talk to you next time. Take care, guys. And peace out. Bye.